My latest paint obsession? Michael Harding watercolors. Yes, he's known for his oil paints, but now his watercolors are quickly gaining a reputation for brilliance, and I just picked up 14 new colors to dive into. This is not your typical swatching video. Instead, I'm testing these beauties by painting 7 playful paintings, each one using just 2 colors at a time. Some of these combos are a little weird, some are dreamy, some, well, you'll see, but that's the fun of it. Why try new colors this way? You can skip the swatch charts and get straight to painting things you love. You might discover juicy, surprising new mixes, happy accidents included. There's zero pressure to color match or be perfect. And sometimes you'll uncover combos that just don't work, and that's gold too. Whether you're curious about Michael Harding's new line or just love watching color experiments, I think you're gonna love this process. Let's jump in, first combo coming up. I spent an entire evening sketching out these little paintings, planning ahead which 2 color combos I'd use for each one. It was so fun to think about how each pairing might interact on the page. Now, if you followed me for a while, you probably know I love painting horses, so of course that's where I started. For this first piece, I chose Cadmium Golden Yellow and Indanthrone Blue, a bold, warm and cool combo that felt a little unexpected but full of potential. Cadmium Golden Yellow is made with PY35. It's got excellent light fastness and medium staining power. Now, because cadmium is a rare metal, paints made from it tend to be pricey, and yes, they're also considered toxic in their raw powdered form, but when handled responsibly in finished watercolor form, they're safe for use and offer something truly special: unbeatable brilliance, opacity, and permanence. That semi-opaque quality makes cadmiums less ideal for glazing, since layering can get muddy fast, but for bold first washes or luminous accents, they're incredible. To balance that, I paired it with Indanthrone Blue, PB60, a deep, moody blue with excellent light fastness, high staining strength, and complete transparency. It's great for layering and mixing. Since yellow is naturally lighter, and cadmium even more so with its opacity, I started with loose washes of the yellow first, blocking in the lightest areas of the horse using my reference photo as a guide. Then I brought in the blue for shadows, cooler areas like the mane and some of the facial planes where the light is cooler. Together, these two create a gorgeous, muted green that worked perfectly for a soft, grassy background, like a sunlit meadow just out of focus. Overall, I loved these 2 colors, both individually and mixed together. Next up is this little Kingfisher, a bird with bold colors that seemed perfect for experimenting with the unique combo Ochre Havana of France and Cobalt Teal Blue shade. First of all, Ochre Havana of France, what a name, right? It sounds like it belongs in a vintage travel journal or something. But beyond the name, it's a beautiful ochre that leans more orangey brown than yellow. It's made with PR102 and PY42, has excellent light fastness, low staining power, subtle granulation, and it is semi-opaque. I used it for the Kingfisher's belly and instantly fell in love with that soft, earthy orange. It gave the perfect warmth and contrast to the cooler tones coming next. Enter Cobalt Teal Blue shade, made with PB50. This one's a low staining, semi-transparent color with excellent light fastness and rich granulation. I chose it for the feathers and wow, it delivered. That punchy teal was just what I hoped for, vibrant, bold, and so satisfying to paint with. These 2 colors were fairly close to my reference photo, and I really wanted to see how they performed in their pure, unaltered states. Now, while they didn't mix into a very dark value, the blend created a lovely chrome green, just dark enough to suggest the bird's beak, eye, and some feather details. And when I flooded the background with water to let the pigments run, oh, that granulation came alive. You can really see the texture and personality of both colors in those loose, splashy washes. Now for a curious little sheep painted with a delicate, dreamy combo, Wisteria, and a classic favorite from my palette, Ultramarine Blue. Wisteria is made with PW6, PR122, and PB29, and this was my first time trying Michael Harding's version of Ultramarine, PB29, and I have to say it's perfect. Wisteria is marked as having very good light fastness, low staining, and it's semi-opaque. Ultramarine, on the other hand, is fully transparent with excellent light fastness and low to medium staining strength. Wisteria might have been the biggest surprise of the bunch. It was beautiful, buttery, bold, and so good. That soft pinky purple hue totally reminded me of wildflowers in early spring, and when I diluted it with water, it turned into the most delicate, airy blush color. Layering in ultramarine to build contrast and define the form brought everything to life. The 2 colors blended into rich violets and soft purples. Nothing muddy, just harmony. Mixing colors that sit close together on the color wheel usually gives you vibrant results, but something about this pairing felt extra special. It just made me so happy to paint with. The next combo brings it back to the basics with 2 primaries, red and blue. I was looking for a pairing that could capture the rich tones of a chocolate lab while also giving me the depth to mix some dark, dramatic values. I went with Cadmium Red Deep, PR 108, and Phthalo Blue Red Shade, PB 15-1. And wow, did they deliver! Cadmium Red Deep is semi-opaque with excellent light fastness, medium staining, and a soft granulating texture. Phthalo Blue Red Shade is a powerhouse, high staining, semi-transparent, finely granulating, and also incredibly light fast. To build the warm and cool tones in the dog's fur, I started with a light wash of red, then added pale touches of blue along the top of the head and nose to suggest a cool light source. When mixed at a thicker, creamier consistency, these two created a beautifully rich, earthy black. I could tweak it warmer or cooler based on what I saw in the reference photo. That said, Phthalo Blue definitely has more tinting strength than the red, and it easily overpowered it in mixes, so I found it a little tricky to keep the warm areas as vibrant as I'd hoped. To showcase each pigment on its own, I made the background a deep glowing red behind the dog's head, fading to a more pure blue near the neck. This helped balance the painting and gave me a better sense of how each color behaved solo. Overall, this pairing worked beautifully, especially if you're after high contrast, rich shadows, and expressive neutrals. Quick break. If you're enjoying this video and want to dive deeper, I've got great news. All 6 of the animal paintings you're seeing today will be available inside my Watercolor Mastery membership as full-length narrated tutorials. Each one comes with a traceable line drawing and reference photos to make the process super approachable. These tutorials are perfect if you're testing out a new palette or if you've been curious to try color combos that are a little out of your comfort zone. And remember, there are no wrong colors. It's all about exploring. Plus, the membership also includes my popular daily challenges, which are 20 to 30 minute painting sessions released every weekday for an entire calendar year. It's a fantastic way to stay consistent and inspired in your watercolor journey. You can find the link down in the description if you want to learn more. Now, let's jump back in. Next up, a tiger. This next painting features a bold and unexpected combo: Aqua Green and Quinacridone Coral. Aqua Green is made from PG7 and PB 15-3. It's transparent, has excellent light fastness, and medium staining power. Quinacridone Coral, made with PR 209, is a deep, glowing, pinkish red with very good light fastness, low to medium staining, and full transparency. Like with the dog painting, I made my color choices based on the warm and cool tones in the reference. I used pure Quin Coral for the tiger's fur, nose, and teeth, while Aqua Green created a soft, vibrant background and added cool shadows in the white areas of the fur. When mixed in a creamy consistency, these two created a deep, earthy black, perfect for the stripes, inner ears, and facial details. Watered down, the mix gave me a gorgeous, moody shadow purple, one I could easily see using in landscapes or atmospheric backgrounds. And the best part, that striking green background really made the tiger's red-pink fur read as orange. That's color theory in action. For a final touch, I added in white whiskers using Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. Last up in the animal series is this sweet giraffe painted with cadmium yellow lemon and amethyst, a Michael Harding original. His amethyst oil paint is a favorite among many of my artist friends, so I had to try the watercolor version. Cad Yellow Lemon, made with PY35, is semi-opaque with excellent light fastness, high staining power, and fine granulation. Amethyst, a mix of PR 122 and PB 29, is semi-transparent, low to medium staining, and beautifully granulating. Just like I did in the horse painting, I started with a wash of yellow to build a warm base. Then I layered in amethyst for midtones and shadows. When mixed together, they created a soft, earthy purple-brown. Used alone, amethyst gave me everything from a light rosy wash to a deep red-violet straight from the tube. This combo was a joy to paint with. Balanced, expressive, and just easy. Everything flowed beautifully. For my final 2-color challenge, I stepped away from animals and tried a portrait using Italian Green Umber and Pyrrole Crimson. This combo was the biggest wild card of the day. Italian Green Umber is a mix of PBR7, which is used to make burnt sienna, and PG23. It's transparent, granulating, non-staining, and has very good light fastness. Pyrrole Crimson, made with PR 264, is semi-transparent with excellent light fastness and strong tinting power. Now right away, I noticed a pigment mismatch. The green umber was so delicate, it took a lot of paint just to build up enough value. My underpainting came out a soft, foggy green, which was lovely on its own, but not ideal for layering. As I started glazing Pyrrole Crimson over it, the paint lifted far too easily, creating a muddy, dull look. The combo just didn't cooperate. The only moment I liked was when I painted the eyes, deep red shadows in the irises, touched with soft green highlights. That part actually worked. But overall, this experiment did not succeed, and that's okay. Not every color pairing is meant to work, and I learned a lot by pushing through it. If I had to choose a couple of favorite colors from this haul, I would say I really loved the cadmiums. I loved Wisteria and Amethyst, and Aqua Green might have to be a new staple on my palette. But they were all beautiful colors, and I learned so much from this exercise. After painting all 7 of these pieces in a single afternoon, I feel like I really know these 14 new Michael Harding watercolors, what they're capable of, how they behave, and where they shine. This was such a fun way to explore new colors, and I'm beyond excited to keep painting with this gorgeous line. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this inspiring and maybe even discovered a new color combo to try yourself. Have a beautiful, creative day, and I'll see you in the next video.